From UCSportsNation.com, Pickett County basketball is on the way. Get ready for Pickett County basketball in minutes. From UCSportsNation.com, Pickett County basketball is on the way. Get ready for Pickett County basketball in minutes. From UCSportsNation.com, Pickett County basketball is on the way. Get ready for Pickett County basketball in minutes. From UCSportsNation.com, Pickett County basketball is on the way. Get ready for Pickett County basketball in minutes. From UCSportsNation.com, Pickett County basketball is on the way. Get ready for Pickett County basketball in minutes. From UCSportsNation.com, Pickett County basketball is on the way. Get ready for Pickett County basketball in minutes. From UCSportsNation.com, Pickett County basketball is on the way. Get ready for Pickett County basketball in minutes. From UCSportsNation.com, Pickett County basketball is on the way. Get ready for Pickett County basketball in minutes. From UCSportsNation.com, Pickett County basketball is on the way.
Game one of the semifinal matchups brought good luck to the Pickett County Bobcats, and game two is tonight as Pickett County takes on Gordonsville. Hello, everybody. I'm Jake Wallman. Welcome into Pickett County basketball. Joined by Casey Bolden tonight. Casey, we had a great night last night as the Lady Bobcats knocked off Clark Range in game one. They secured their spot in the championship Monday night. It's time for the Pickett County Bobcats to punch their ticket as well.
Yeah, I've got some revenge here tonight, Jake, as this Gordonsville Tiger team able to sweep the season series. So probably in mind of the Bobcats tonight, trying to figure out how they can combat some of the weaknesses that I think got exploited in the two games earlier this year. Got a great atmosphere tonight here in Jackson County at Kermit Forkum Gymnasium. 7A basketball, Jake, right here on UC Sports Nation.
What is tonight's Casey keys for the game?
Yeah, thanks, Jake. Here's tonight's Casey's keys for the game, Jake. First, I think Pickett County wants to control the pace and the tempo. You know, they're averaging around 10 more points per game than Gordonsville. And so I think ultimately they want to figure out ways they can get out the basketball out in transition more and figure out ways they can eat out around that three-point line. Secondly, I think they want to strike first, Jake. I think they want to be the aggressor tonight, play gritty and tough. I think they want to play with poise. And I think they also, not only do they have to strike first, Jake, they're going to need to strike back because as we saw last night in the girls' game, basketball, a game of runs. And so as they get punched in the mouth a time or two, they've got to find some grit and tough down deep and strike back. Lastly, Jake, they got to guard the rim. I think, control the Gordonsville bigs. You got big Peyton Clymer in there. Brody Sykes can do damage, Ryder Grisham. And so got to figure out ways you can force those guys further out away from the basket get them a little more uncomfortable, protect the rim. And if Pickett County can do that, Jake, I think they got a good chance here tonight. And that's going to be tonight's Casey's Keys for the game. Fans, stick around. Pregame show going to continue to roll on right after this on UC Sports Nation.
The Union Bank postgame report continues. Union Bank, Byrdstown, Jamestown, Clark Range, member FDIC. Wrapping up tonight's Bobcats action.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Byrdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Livingston Regional Hospital wants to say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Livingston Regional is thankful for the community in which we serve.
Keeping your family healthy.
Delivering the best health care possible.
Today, when there are so many options available, Livingston Regional says thank you today and in the new year. You can trust Livingston Regional's experienced team of doctors, nurses, and specialists to keep your family healthy. Livingston Regional Hospital. Visit mylivingstonhospital.com. Today, your health, your home.
Tip-off approaching for boys teams across UC Sports Nation. Time to get you ready. Powered by Hall's Sports and Outdoors.
I'm Jacob Vinson. It's a battle of the Bulldogs in the 7A semifinals tonight at Jackson County as Clay County meets Red Boiling Springs. Clay County won the two regular season matchups with RBS 66-53 and 49-43. Clay County coach Rob Edwards says their success in the postseason will come down to their defense.
Night in, night out, we know that defense travels, so we want to be able to defend whether it's at home or on the road. And you know we're streaky at times offensively. I'd like to see us become a little bit more consistent there. We've been a good rebounding team this season so far, so you know if we can keep that up, but just continue to grow, just continue to get a little bit better each day in practice, and make free throws down the stretch.
Jackson County meets Monterey in the 5-2A semifinals this evening at Monterey High School. The Blue Devils won both of the regular season matchups 53-41 at Monterey and 57-35 in Gainesboro. Wildcats coach Linus Martin says the game plan against Jackson County isn't difficult.
It's pretty simple for me as rebound. We can't ever keep them off the glass enough to eliminate the second chance points. We let them hang. I told them, man, if you could just keep them guys to one shot and done, you got a great chance to win. Grind the clock, take care of the basketball, make some timely shots. At our place, we didn't play bad. We had bad runs at the end of the second and third quarter.
Van Buren County meets South Pittsburgh in the 6A championship game tonight at South Pitt. The Eagles beat the Pirates twice in the regular season, 70-60 and 80-53. Eagles coach Dustin Sullivan knows the Pirates will be ready for the third game with a lot on the line.
They're going to be athletic. They're going to be fast. Like I said, they'll be well coached and disciplined, and we'll see. Like you said, it'll be kind of between us, and we'll figure out Friday night kind of, between the two of us, kind of how we measure up.
We'll keep you updated with scores throughout the area from UC Sports Nation.
We're now joined by Pickett County junior Caden Miller as the Bobcats prepare for Gordonsville in the District 7A tournament. When you're getting ready, when you get ready for this time of the year, what's something that you try to focus on?
Really and truly, I just try to focus on the team, have good team chemistry, not think about myself, because this is a time when you're playing against tough teams. You're not going into games where it could be a district game that's supposed to be easy. This is going to be tough games every time. People's going to be coming ready to play. It's tournament time, and we need to come together as a team and play as one, and we'll win.
You played Gordonsville close last time out, and the defense was a lot better. What do you continue to work on heading into this matchup?
I think we just need to continue to work on our press, try to force them to turn the ball over some. I think we play a lot better when we turn people over in our press, and we get to play fast. And I think if we can usually our defense leads to our offense. If we're playing good on defense, usually our offense translate well. So.
Runs of all shapes and sizes come at this time of the year. How do you keep focused on just the game in front of you?
Really and truly, I'm more of just a hustle player. Once we get on a run, usually I start feeling good, and might make me play some defense better down low in the post, might make me rebound better. And once we get on a run, this team, it's hard to get us off of it.
All right, this or that question. What are you eating for breakfast, sausage or bacon?
Sausage. I had a Taco Bell. I had Taco Bell today, and I got me a sausage burrito up there.
This has been Junior Cade Miller of the Pickett County Bobcats.
The Bobcats hit the court in minutes. This is Bobcats basketball pregame. The People's Bank countdown to tip-off. People's Bank and Trust.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
Welcome back to the pregame show, as we're now joined by Joseph Eminette, head of tonight's District 7A semifinal game with Gordonsville. Tough way to end the season last Thursday night. Can that serve as a learning purpose or a learning moment moving forward into this time of the year?
I think so. I've said all year, we're a young team, we're a small team, and the way we play, we can beat anybody and we can lose to anybody. And we lost the last game of our regular season to finish third in the conference, and I think it's a game that we can learn a lot from, and I think it put us in position to be ready for tonight.
This time of the year, every game is special. Do you approach it differently than you did when you were a player?
I do. Coaching and playing is two completely different things. You don't even, it's really unique. You don't even approach it anywhere close to the same way. So it's a completely different experience.
You mentioned the defense took a big step from Game 1 versus Gordonsville to Game 2. Have you made that a focus point in practice?
I mean, it is. Defensively at this time of the year, teams that make the fewest mistakes defensively usually win, and that's what we're trying to be.
Eli Reagan has shown flashes of good production on both ends of the floor. What about his game makes him not only a tough player to defend, but one that you want on your bench?
Eli is an all-around good player, and we're going to be relying upon him a lot through this district tournament. We're going to need him to score and make some open shots, and I think he'll be ready for it.
Is there an injury report tonight?
We're all good and ready to go.
This has been Joseph Eminette as Pickett County takes on Gordonsville.
Our countdown to Bobcats basketball. The People's Bank countdown to tip-off. People's Bank and Trust of Pickett County.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches. It's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
People's Bank is first and foremost an independent community bank. Money placed on deposit and entrusted to our care is reinvested into local communities in the form of loans to help finance homes, cars, boats, RVs, vacations, business equipment, and almost anything else you can think of. At People's Bank, we focus on taking care of the neighborhoods where our depositors live. People's Bank and Trust Company, with offices in Byrdstown and Albany, investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
This is Mark Gall, your local Twin Lakes Business Solutions Consultant. Between college visits, applications, and securing financial aid, we know that preparing for college can be stressful. That's why Twin Lakes is here to help. Twin Lakes, along with the Foundation of Rural Services, is excited to offer scholarship opportunities for graduating seniors. Visit twinlakes.net for more information. Don't wait. Applications must be submitted by February the 8th, so apply today.
Some restrictions apply. See the application for full eligibility rules.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired. Work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
Welcome back to Kermit Forkum Gymnasium at Jackson County High School as Pickett County is in the final moments of warm-ups as they get ready to take on Gordonsville. Jake Wallman joined by Casey Bolden as we take a look at the matchup history tonight with the Gordonsville Tigers. Since 2003, Pickett County leads the series 26-4. Joseph Amonette is 9-5 versus Gordonsville since 2017. This season, Gordonsville swept the season series 68-52 and 47-41, but on a neutral floor, Pickett County has the edge. They are 3-0, and all meetings have occurred in the postseason. Up next for the Bobcats is the District 7A tournament final or the third-place consolation game. That'll be Tuesday night here at Jackson County High School. Those games are at 6 p.m. and 7:30. Casey, just learning now, but right before tip-off, that one of the Gordonsville Tigers' key players, Brody Sykes, he is officially out tonight as he's in a leg brace with his team during warm-up.
Yeah, got the old leg brace on, not even dressed for the game, Jake. And, you know, he's one of the ones that we called out in the keys earlier. Got to keep him off the block. He's done a lot of damage.
He has.
Versus this Bobcats team. So, sad that he's not going to be in the game tonight. Probably works to the advantage of Pickett County. His size and strength down around the basket, certainly something that Pickett County was going to really try to figure out ways to contend with tonight. So hope Brody Sykes gets well soon. Not going to be available here tonight for the 7A semifinal down in Jackson County.
Yeah, looking at moving to the Pickett County Bobcats now, in talking with Joseph Amonette, I believe it was a couple weeks ago before the RBS game, that Pickett County really needs support from Amonette, Eli Reagan. Coach Amonette told me, you know, he'd like to have about 38 points per game from those two guys. In the two matchups with Gordonsville, Jacob Amonette has 40 points, Eli Reagan has 25. So you're still up in that 28 points per game range. Going to need those two guys to find the stroke as well.
Those
tonight.
guys carry the offensive load, Jake, no doubt. That's probably our Pickett County's first and second option. But as we saw last night, you're going to need that second, third, maybe in that fourth, fifth, and sixth guy to step up. And so tonight, Gage Harris, you know, look for him. If he can get spotted up, he can give this team some energy. Looks like Dylan Anderson may get a start here tonight. And so, you know, look for him to step up. You got senior leadership. Looks like Payne Burton's also here in the starting lineup here tonight. And so, Jake, not only do you have to have Eli Reagan and Jacob Amonette step up, but you're going to need all the role players here to step into their role tonight. Everybody's going to end up having to make a play if they want to punch that ticket to the 7A finals on Tuesday night.
Absolutely. Let's go through these starting lineups first for the Pickett County Bobcats, who are the designated away team. They are 14-11 on the season, 3-5 in 7 single A. They're coached by Mr. Joseph Amonette. Starting tonight for the Pickett County Bobcats be number 11, Jacob Amonette, number 14, Eli Reagan, number 20, Gage Harris, number 5, as you just heard Casey mention a moment ago, Dylan Anderson, and number 22, the senior, Payne Burton. So Pickett County going with a little bit more size inside tonight. One more time for the Bobcats. It'll be Amonette, Reagan, Harris, Anderson, and Payne Burton. For the Gordonsville Tigers, who are the designated home team, they are 18-8, 6-2 in 7 single A, and they're coached by a former Pickett County head coach, Greg Bibb. Starters for the Gordonsville Tigers, number 11, Peyton Clymer, number 20, Will Dudney, number 30, Ryder Grisham, number 2, Braden Holloman, and number 5, Tucker Smith. One more time for the Gordonsville Tigers. They're coached by Mr. Greg Bibb, and it'll be Clymer, Dudney, Grisham, Holloman, and Smith. with a play-by-play action, here's Mr. Casey Bolton.
Thanks, Jake. Still going through starting lineups here. Doing a fantastic job as Jackson County, the host school, trying to make the environment sweet and special here for all the kids. They're doing a fantastic job. Got a really nice crowd in here tonight, Kermit Forkham Gymnasium here on the campus of Jackson County High School. Gordonsville across the way from us. Pickett County going to be right behind us. As Jake mentioned it, Pickett County going to be the visitors on the scoreboard, dressed in those all-black unis tonight, trimmed in gold numerals. And Gordonsville is going to be in the white uniforms, trimmed in blue with blue numerals. Pickett County going to be going left to right on your listening device. Gordonsville going right to left. Both teams just finishing up here with the final huddles. Coach Bibb giving some final instruction to his club. As we mentioned earlier, Brody Sykes is going to be out of the lineup tonight. He's a scratch, got the knee brace on. So everybody's out on the court now. The officials checking with each other, making sure everybody's ready. We got the thumbs up. Here comes the whistle. And the 7A semifinal is underway here in Jackson County. Tip's going to be controlled by Pickett County, Payne Burton. Payne Burton's going to go up, and the ball's going to be swatted out of there by Ryder Grisham. Pickett County's going to keep with the possession. Gage Harris going to play it in, gets it into Amonette, left corner. Amonette works to the paint, picks up his dribble, kicks it out right wing, Payne Burton. Back out top, Amonette going to hand back off to Burton. Little three-man weave up top. And as they try to get the ball down inside, Gage Harris just going to throw it away.
Yeah, just threw it right to Will Dudney.
And Gordonsville is going to be back on the offensive attack for their first try. Get it out top. That's Clymer. Hand off Tucker Smith out top of the key. Dribbling between the circles. Gets it over left side. That's Braden Holloman. Wants to go to work against Payne Burton. Kicks it back right side. Looks like a little 2-3 zone here by the Bobcats. First trip.
Pickett not given any opportunity to get the ball into Will Dudney inside.
Trying to clog it up inside. Braden Holloman going to give it off. This time Peyton Clymer gets it down inside. That's Dudney. And Dudney's going to bang his way in there and get a score. Nice bucket that time. Will Dudney. 2-0 your score. 7 minutes here to go. First quarter in the 7A semifinals in Jackson County. Top of the key, Amonette working up against Tucker Smith. Picks up his dribble. Right wing, Payne Burton. And on the dribble, looked like we had over and back there. They didn't call it. As Dylan Anderson got banged into pretty good. Ball into the backcourt. He went and chased it down. Officials passed on the over and back. Dylan Anderson going to drive to the rack. And Dylan Anderson is going to get the foul as he goes into the paint. And let's see who they call that one on. They're going to call that one on Peyton Clymer. 2-0 your score, 6:36 here in the first quarter. Gage Harris going to play it in under his own bucket. Gets it out right wing, Eli Reagan. Eli Reagan going to drive to the paint. Hand off Amonette, top of the key. Amonette, man-to-man defense, Gordonsville. Hand off, Dylan Anderson. Going to skip it over to Payne Burton, left side. Back out top of the key, Eli Reagan on the dribble. Handoff, Gage Harris got his defender up in the air, wants to drive to the rack. Nice little move and finish. That time, Gage Harris.
We need to see that more from Gage Harris. He saw a nice little lane. He's quick when he gets inside. Nice bucket.
He's a three-point specialist, but he can absolutely get to the rack and create for himself as well. 2-2 your score here with 6:02 to go first quarter. As Will Dudney's going to try to drive baseline on the offensive possession. He's going to be fouled by Jacob Amonette. They're going to call a blocking foul as Dudney tried to go around him. So Gordonsville going to play it in. Play it in. Try to get it inside to Peyton Clymer. And the ball's going to shoot out of there and out of bounds. It's going to be a turnover. Turnover Gordonsville. So back over to the Bobcats. 2-2. 5:55 to go here, opening quarter. Ball's out top of the key, Reagan. Passes left wing, Amonette. Amonette clearing traffic. Little two-man game with Payne Burton. Pick and roll. Amonette wants to drive to the basket. Looked like he traveled, no call. Eli Reagan with a foul line jumper. It won't go. Rebound Gordonsville. Tucker Smith in transition. Get it up to Holloman. Three-point shot on the way, it won't go. And nice box out that time, Dylan Anderson.
I think they got Ryder Grisham on a foul
And
there.
they sure did. He rode him like a rented mule, Jake, and rode him right out of bounds. The officials came and took it to the table. 2-2 your score here, 5:25 to go here in the first quarter. The winner tonight gets a date with Clay County on Monday night. Eli Reagan, top of the key. Over to Aminette, picks up his dribble, short corner. Back to Payne Burton. Dylan Anderson, top of the key, working against Peyton Clymer. Get it into Eli Reagan. Eli Reagan wants to drive.
But she would've
Out to
gone
Dylan
up with
Anderson. Dylan Anderson going to drive to the paint. And we're going to have, look like we're going to have an illegal screen. Looks like they're going to call that one on Eli Reagan. On the illegal screen away from the basketball. 2-2. Still your score. Knotted up here with 5 minutes to go, first quarter. Gordonsville works through the full court pressure. Get it over right wing. That's Peyton Clymer. Now over to Holloman. Get it down inside. That's Will Dudney. And Will Dudney right on the block, Jake. If he catches there and he catches clean, it's going to be a long night for Pickett County.
Yeah, with Brody Sykes out.
Eli Reagan, it's going to be another Pickett County turnover.
With Brody Sykes out, Casey, I expect Peyton Clymer to get a lot more looks inside.
So turnover, full court pressure this time, Pickett County. Working it across the timeline. Ryder Grisham gets it down into Dudney. Kick out. Over to Braden Holloman. He's going to pull it up with the elbow. And Braden Holloman is going to Drano that one. Makes it a 6-2 Tiger lead here with 4:20 to go here in the first quarter. Handoff, Aminette. Aminette going to pick up his dribble at the free throw line. Handoff, Dylan Anderson. Anderson going to jump stop down around the block. Kick it over to Eli Reagan. He's going to hand it off. Back to Payne Burton. Going to reset the offense here. Gage Harris, top of the key. Trying to work on his defender. Going to kick it back out to Payne Burton. Right wing this time, Gage Harris. Wants to drive baseline. He does. Finds Eli Reagan on a little, he slipped in there to the paint. Everybody collapsed on Gage Harris, and he slid it right off to Eli Reagan for the deuce. Nice dime that time from Gage Harris. 6-4 your score. Once again, they're going to get it down inside. Will Dudney. That's going to be hard to defend. Got to figure out ways to get that off the block. Coach Aminette saw it as well. 30-second timeout, Jake. We'll keep it right here. 8-4 is your score. But Jake, you got to think Coach Aminette right now, trying to figure out ways to defend the block.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Will Dudney going to work. Braden Holloman, nice little pull-up 5-foot jumper from him. And as I just mentioned it, Casey, Brody Sykes out. If you're just joining us out there, he's the Gordonsville Tiger that had 2 really big games against this Pickett County team. So he's going to get a lot more looks. Ryder Grisham, or Will Dudney, excuse me.
Peyton or Eli Reagan going to inbound the basketball here. 94 feet to go. No pressure this time. Looks like a 1-3-1. Maybe now they're going to drop it back into a man-to-man defense here. Got substitutions in the game. Caden Miller's checked in for Payne Burton. Get it out in the corner. It's going to be Dylan Anderson. Ball goes all the way in and out. Caden Miller on the offensive rebound, keeps it alive. Eli Reagan over to Caden Miller. Miller out top of the key. Dylan Anderson, 3 ball on the way. It won't go.
Good look. Good
rebound,
look.
Braden Holloman. 2 really good looks at it that time. It just wouldn't fall. Get it down inside. That's Will Dudney. He's going to be triple teamed. Gage Harris going to come out of there with it. Gage Harris on the run, and he's going to have his shot blocked by Braden Holloman.
Contact.
Going to have a shot blocked down there by Braden Holloman. Then we're going to have a foul on the play. Going to put the foul on Caden Miller. Gage Harris going to check out. Caden Thomas, KT, going to check back into the basketball game. 8-4 is your score. Gordonsville leads it. 2:40 to go here in the first quarter. Gordonsville on the offensive possession. Pickett County this time packed into a 2-3 zone. Get it out top of the key. Tristan Wood, who's just checked into the basketball game. Out right wing. Braden Holloman going to play keep away out top of the circle. A lot of standing around here offensively from Gordonsville. Looks like the zone's got them a little perplexed this time down.
Will Dudney throwing elbows down low with Caden Miller.
Ball goes right wing. Get it down into Peyton Clymer. Over to Ryder Grisham. Get it inside. Oh, wow, nice catch, Will Dudney. Will Dudney on the catch, didn't even come down and shot the basketball. It went down 10-4. 1:50 to go. Bobcats trail it here by 6. Amonette on the long ball. Jacob Amonette.
Gunner guns and bang!
Bang that one in for 3 points. 10-7 is your score. 1:35 to go here, first quarter. Full court pressure, token pressure by Dylan Anderson in the backcourt. Work it up across the line to Ryder Grisham. Always looking for Dudney inside. Grisham going to go to work against Dylan Anderson. And they're going to call a held ball situation. It's going to stay with Gordonsville. Looks like they missed a travel right there. And substitution checking into the game. Tucker Smith checking in. And Peyton Clymer going to go check out. Going to get some coaching from Coach Bibb as he checks out of the game. Gordonsville on the inbounds, right underneath their own basket. Braden Holloman got to get it in here. Working against the 5-second count, throwing it all the way into the backcourt. Tristan Wood brings it across the timeline. Going to hand off Tucker Smith. Pickett County again packed into a 2-3 zone. Almost a steal there by Eli Reagan.
Nice defense.
As they try to get it down into Will Dudney. Eli Reagan comes over, gets a hand on it, goes out of bounds. Gordonsville going to play it in. They had struggled. And they're going to get a foul this time on Will Dudney.
Yeah, he was fighting there against Caden Miller. I believe Eli Reagan was in there.
Yeah. I think they saw the last part of the last Will Dudney move down there where he got his forearm into the back of Caden Miller. And they're keeping their eye on that, and they caught him that time. Top of the key, Caden Miller working against Amonette. He's going to the rack. A lot of contact in there, no foul. They finally come and get one.
He got mugged.
Amonette on the foul there. He's going to the free throw line. Caught the ball around the top of the perimeter. Had a little fake, and they just worked right side to the basket. And they're going to pin a foul that time on Gordonsville. So Jacob Amonette going to go to the free throw line here. Looking for more on the Bobcats? Find it at ucsportsnation.com. Powered by Hall Sports and Outdoor. Substitutions checking into the game. It's going to be Eli Adams checking in. Will Dudney checking out for the Tigers. Second shot on the way by Amonette is good. 10-9 is your score here as we go under 1 minute here in the first period. Gordonsville Pickett County coming with a trap defense this time down, out of the zone. Skip it over, get it to Tristan Wood. Skip it over to Tucker Smith, top of the free throw line. It won't go. Rebound, Caden Thomas. Gives it up to Dylan Anderson. 38 seconds to go here in the quarter.
Looks like Joseph Amonette wants to spread it out, Casey.
Let's see if they go a little ISO here with Amonette. Amonette going to work it down inside. He's got a defender on him, gets it over. Nice pass to Lyric Paris. And the Bobcats going to take their first lead of the game here. They lead it 11-10 as we go under 20 seconds here in the quarter.
Yeah, got some chit-chat from the Pickett bench, too.
Got the bench fired up right in front of us here tonight. Go under 10 seconds here. Right side, Holloman. Holloman working against Amonette. He's going to pull up from about 8 feet. Shot up, no good. And that's going to be the end of your first quarter. The Bobcats from Pickett County lead the Tigers from Gordonsville 11-10. Stick around, fans. Second quarter coming your way next. You're listening to Bobcat basketball right here on UC Sports Nation.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amonette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amonette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amonette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amonette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Start of the second quarter as Eli Reagan throws it into Jacob Amonette. Jacob Amonette has 5 points as Pickett County leads 11-10 Here's Casey Bolden.
Speaking of Amonette, he's got it right side, wants to go to work. Going to pass back out Lyric Paris over to Eli Reagan. Eli Reagan going to work to the basket. Get it into Paris, down deep in the paint.
Ooh.
Paris goes up and he's going to have it blocked away and out of bounds.
That's big Eli Adams.
Yeah, Eli Adams came in and put his paw on it and swatted it out of there. So Pickett County going to play it in underneath their own bucket, and we're going to have an illegal screen. And they're going to put that one, I think, against Caden Thomas.
Yeah.
It's going to be the 4th team foul.
Didn't see that one.
Gordonsville is going to play it in. Full court pressure this time by the Bobcats. They work it across the timeline. Looking down inside. 2-3 zone again this time down. Get it right wing to Braden Holloman. Top of the key. Over to Tucker Smith. Back to Holloman. He's going to let one rip from long range. It's no good. And Ryder Grisham going to chase down the long rebound for the Tigers. Looking inside for Adams. Can't find him. Now they do. Get it into him. He goes up. Shot won't go. Rebound, Lyric Paris.
There were 3 black jerseys there. Nice defense by Lyric Paris.
Amonette on the drive. Amonette going to have it blocked, but they're going to come with a whistle. They say big number 23, Eli Adams, got too much body. Ball went flying out of bounds. Definitely got his hand on the basketball. But Amonette took a lot of contact on his way to the rack, so he's going to shoot 2 free throws here. Bobcats lead it 11-10 with 7:02 to go here second quarter. That's the 7A semifinals down in Jackson County. First shot's on the way by Amonette. It's good. Substitutions checking into the game. Will Dudney going to check back in. Eli Adams going to check back out. Dudney, a really active first quarter, had 8 of Gordonsville's 10 points. So Coach Bibb trying to figure out a way to get him back in the game. Counting on him for a lot of the offense here. Speaking of Dudney, they get it down into him. Shot up on the rim, won't go.
That was Lyric Paris again.
And Eli Reagan came out of there with a rebound. Amonette on the drive. Get it over to Gage Harris. Gage Harris tried to bounce it into Lyric Paris, but the ball's going to be swatted away. It's going to stay with Pickett County. They lead it here 13-10 with 6:40 to go here in the second quarter. Inbound. Gage Harris going to play it in here. Get it in to Amonette. Amonette on the drive. Pulls up at the elbow. Kick it back out to Reagan. He's going to give it back to Amonette. They're going to run point. Get it to Paris. Right at the elbow. Tries to find a backdoor cut with Gage Harris. He's going to turn the basketball over.
Pass was late.
It's going to be the second turnover of the game for Pickett County.
That was kind of late.
As they get the play, we're going to have a foul on the play.
Got Gage Harris.
Put that one on Gage Harris. He's trying to defend the basketball. And so Gordonsville going to play it in here as they trail it 13-10 with 6:03 to go. We got a whistle here. Got the official over talking to the scorers table. We'll see if we can hear what's going on. We're pretty close.
Looks like, is it a clock issue?
Looks like they put 10 seconds back on it. Went from 6:03 to 6:13. Substitution checking into the game here for Gordonsville. Braden Holloman checking in. Tucker Smith going to have a seat. Peyton Clymer ready to throw it in here for Gordonsville. And they're going to have a hold on Payne Burton as he's trying to guard Ryder Grisham on the inbound. He's outsized big time, Jake.
Yeah, he is. And after a quiet first quarter, Casey, these fouls are starting to pile up.
Inbound, get it into Dudney. Out around the corner of the elbow. Work it inside, that's Peyton Clymer. Peyton Clymer with a little 4-foot jumper hit the front of the rim and just kind of tumbled on in for the score. 13-12, Bobcats lead it here as we go under 6 minutes. Here in the second quarter, Caden Thomas, long ball on the way, it won't go. As ball's gonna be squirted around in there and finally picked up by Dudney. Gordonsville in transition. Get it all the way down court to Tristan Wood, looking for Dudney inside. Kick it back outside. It's gonna be Peyton Clymer, gonna dribble out. Dribble into the paint. He's gonna find Ryder Grisham as he works to the rack. And Ryder Grisham's gonna find himself a bucket. As Gordonsville retakes the score here, 14-13. With 5:20 to go in the basketball in the second quarter. Eli Reagan gonna have it sent out of there by Dudney. And Eli Reagan just got it swatted out of there big time. Worked the ball again down to Dudney. Nice defense that time as Payne Burton
nice
got over
play.
there on the backside help. Get it all the way down to Gage Harris. 3-ball on the launch. It won't go. Rebound Ryder Grisham from Gordonsville. 14-13. Gordonsville leads it here. Get it down inside. Tristan Wood over to Dudney. Back out top of the key. It's Peyton Clymer. Going to reset the offense here. Looks like Pickett County's back into a man-to-man defense this possession. And nice steal that time, Payne Burton. He's going to the rack. Payne Burton.
Nice finish, Payne.
Nice hustle play that time. Overplayed the passing lane and took one to the house as Pickett County retakes the lead here, 15-14. Man-to-man again, this time down for Pickett County. Gordonsville always looking for Dudney inside. Being guarded by Eli Reagan. Reagan's probably outsized, probably 4 or 5 inches. Peyton Clymer going to pull it up from 3-point range and let it fly, and he knocks the bottom out of that one. Makes it a 17-15 Gordonsville lead here with under 4 minutes now to go until halftime. Left wing, Caden Thomas. And Caden Thomas is going to turn the basketball over as he tried to get it out to Jacob Amonette, top of the key. And Coach Amonette wanting the timeout. As Gordonsville just overplayed the passing lane, just identical to what the play was with Payne Burton. Took it all the way down and scored, J-Dub.
Yeah, absolutely. The two really good possessions by Pickett County the last couple of on the offensive end. But the defense, that's what this timeout is. As you just mentioned, got to straighten this defense up.
Yeah, and also that was the 5th Pickett County turnover already here in the basketball game. So Coach Amonette pleading with the team during the timeout. Got to treat every possession like it's the very last one. Take care of that rock. Make sure you at least get a shot on the board.
And Joseph Amonette is a very vocal coach, and as you could hear over our mics, he said Payne Burton was wide open.
Yeah, just trying to jam it in there to Jacob Amonette, and he just overplayed the passing lane. Should have reversed the basketball. Amonette, long ball on the way. Shot off the front of the rim, it won't fall. Rebound Dudney.
Will Dudney's still throwing elbows in there.
Braden Holloman going to work to the rack, and Braden Holloman going to score. Runs it out to a 6-point Gordonsville advantage here, 21-15. With 3:20 to play here in the second quarter. Gage Harris working the basketball in. Ball went off his leg. He picks it up. Finds Jacob Amonette. Ball's squirting around. And it's going to be another Pickett County turnover. It's going to be their 6th of the basketball game. It's a 30-second, Jake. So we'll keep it right here, but back-to-back empty possessions for the Bobcats. The turnover's starting to really mount up here.
Yeah, and that's one thing that you really just can't have happen. Pickett's outsized. They're a little bit outmanned as well against this Gordonsville team. So, as you mentioned, every possession matters in this game. And, other than the turnovers and the few defensive lapses, I think Pickett County has played really well thus far.
Just got to clean up the turnovers. So Gordonsville going to play it in here. Going to play it in right in front of their bench. Peyton Clymer throws it in. Get it up to Holloman. Skip pass over to Tucker Smith. Back to Clymer. Working it around the perimeter. 2-3 zone again, this time down Pickett County. 21-15, Bobcats trail it here. As on the entry pass to Dudney, I think they're going to pin one on Lyric Paris. Just
Absolutely.
Too many hands there as he tried to play behind him, kind of trying to shove him off the spot. Lyric Paris is a big kid, but I'm going to tell you, Jake, Will Dudney is thick.
Will Dudney is very thick.
Will Dudney is 0 for 1 at the free throw line. This is the front end of the 1-and-1.
He's probably 2 of Lyric Paris.
Lyric Paris with the basketball out around the 3-point line. Hands off Payne Burton. Over to Eli Reagan. 3-point shot on the way. It won't go. Payne Burton in there battling for it. Saves it in. Saves it into Lyric Paris. Ball still on the ground.
He was fighting for it.
Get it out to Amonette. Tries to clear it. Over to Dylan Anderson. Lets one fly from long range. It won't go. And still in there battling for it. Amonette comes out of there with it. And they're going to have a foul think they're going to put that one maybe on Peyton Clymer, and they do. And so that's only going to be the 16th foul. And so Pickett County going to play it in here under their own basket. Substitution checking into the game. Eli Reagan out top of the key. Over to Amonette. Amonette back to Reagan. Reagan will go baseline.
Oh, no.
Eli Reagan is going to have the offensive foul.
He was moving.
It's going to be another turnover. It's going to be the 7th turnover of the game here in the first half for the Bobcats. So Gordonsville back in business here on the offensive end. Working it around the perimeter. Get it over to Holloman. Back to Ryder Grisham. Tristan Wood. Go ahead, Jake.
This game's starting to feel like it did in the meeting in Gordonsville, where Gordonsville really trying to slow this pace down.
Yeah. As we mentioned pregame, Pickett averages about 10 more points a game, so they want pace and tempo. And Gordonsville's content on running sets and getting easy buckets just like that one from Ryder Grisham.
And they're about on a 9-0 run right now, too.
Pickett County on the offensive end here. Lyric Paris.
Really need points right here.
And Jacob Amonette's going to get a screen from Payne Burton. And looked like Tucker Smith just ran completely over the screen. And it's going to be a 1-and-1 this time now for Payne Burton. Substitutions checking into the game. Caden Miller and Gage Harris going to check in. Well, Gage Harris will check in for Payne Burton after the free throws. Lyric Paris going to catch a breather. Payne Burton's first shot on the way is good. Gage Harris going to check in and give Eli Reagan a breather. 23-16 is your score here. Gordonsville leads the Bobcats from Pickett County by 7. Payne Burton. Free throw on the way is good. Makes it a 23-17 Gordonsville lead. As we approach 1 minute to go here until halftime. Gordonsville able to work through the pressure. Across the timeline. Over to Holloman. Over to Tucker Smith looking for Will Dudney every possession. Dudney floating baseline to baseline. They're looking for him.
Yeah, Pickett keeping really close tabs on him. Caden Miller in there, Dylan Anderson.
50 seconds to go here until halftime. Just holding the basketball is Tucker Smith out near the circle. Pickett County content to settle back into a 2-3 zone defense right here.
Looks like Gordonsville's not going to hold for the last shot, are they?
Oh, yeah, they're going to hold. 30 seconds to go here in the quarter. Pickett County just going to settle back. 20 seconds to go here in the quarter. Still just holding the basketball out top. No action. All the players just kind of standing around. Go under 15 to go. And we're going to start the offense here. Tucker Smith flips the basketball around. Get it over Tristan Wood. Get it back to the free throw line to Dudney.
Oh, no.
As Gage Harris is going to have a steal. And then he's going to turn the basketball over. It's going to be the 8th turnover.
He got a little too excited.
0.4 seconds here. Still got time to catch and shoot. And that is exactly what happened. The shot hits the backboard, hits the rim, and it's offline. And your score at halftime, the Pickett County Bobcats trail Gordonsville 23-17. 6-point Gordonsville advantage. Fans, stick around. Halftime show going to come your way next. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball right here on UC Sports Nation.
Bobcats basketball, the Pickett County Wildcats. Tonight's game, sponsored by Amonette's Eagle Auction and Realty, where we soar higher. Book your next auction at eagleauctions.com. Pryor's Auto Spot. Get your car repaired. Done right the first time. Schedule your work now at pryorsautospot.com. Milestone Physical Therapy. Orthopedic care that improves your life. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. Milestone. And by People's Bank and Trust. Pickett County's community bank. People's Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Hi, this is James Green, your local Twin Lakes security consultant. If you've been thinking about a security system for your business, the new year is a great time to make the move. Twin Lakes offers commercial fire alarms, panic buttons, access control, and video surveillance, all at low rates with 24/7 service. Please call 528-2005 or visit twinlakes.net to learn more about our business security solutions. Happy New Year!
Since 1978, People's Bank has consistently grown larger and stronger by following time-proven principles of smart money management. The tools we use to succeed are basically the same type of financial products and services we provide to our customers every day. We work hard to preserve our heritage and strengthen the foundations that make the Upper Cumberlands such a great place to live. People's Bank and Trust Company, with offices in Byrdstown and Albany, investing in the future one customer at a time. Equal Housing Lender member FDIC.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
Welcome back to Kermit Forkham Gymnasium at Jackson County High School. At halftime, Pickett County trails Gordonsville 23-17. Jake Wallman joined by Casey Bolden on the halftime show. Casey, before we get into the stats, Pickett County had a really good first quarter. They played a lot of mistake-free basketball, actually held a 1-point lead at the end of the first quarter, 11-10. In that second quarter, Pickett County really struggled with turnovers, defensive lapses, as they only scored 6 points and trailed by that much, 23-17 at halftime.
Yeah, that 13-6 there in the second quarter, that's really the difference in the game here so far, Jake. And if you look at the turnovers, Pickett County's got 8 to Gordonsville's 4. And so, you know, they got to take care of the basketball. Too many turnovers there in the first half. And so you can imagine that's probably one of the number one things that Coach Amonette's in there talking to the team about here at halftime, taking care of the basketball.
Yeah.
The good news is, Jake, they held Dudney scoreless there in the second quarter. And just, you know, I think that zone defense, you know, moving into a trapping defense sometime kind of didn't allow him to get as free as he did in the first quarter. Went 0 for 1 there from the free throw line, and so held scoreless in the second quarter. So that's a bright spot. Another bright spot, Pickett County perfect from the free throw line here in the first half. They went 6 for 6. I think one thing they got to do, Jake, you know, they want to increase the tempo and the pace here. It's a really slow pace that favors Gordonsville. They want to pound the rock down inside, work, you know, to get Pickett County tired on the defensive possession, and then, you know, catch somebody slipping and get an easy bucket. Pickett County, you know, they want to run. They want to get the ball in transition. They want to let threes fly and see if they can knock some of those down. So we'll see if Pickett County can increase the tempo, hang on to the basketball, and continue to keep Dudney off the glass. And if they can do, Jake, I'll give themselves an opportunity to be in this basketball game in the second half. Jake, what about a UC Sports Nation first half stat line of the game?
Thank you, Casey. Looking at the numbers for the Pickett County Bobcats, they're led in scoring by Jacob Amonette with 7 points in the first half. Payne Burton with 4 points, all of those coming in the second quarter. And then 3 players with 2, Eli Reagan, Gage Harris, and Lyric Paris for a total of 17 points. Going to need more contributions like those in the second half and less turnovers if Pickett County wants to move on to the championship game Tuesday night, at 7 o'clock. At the half, it's Pickett County trailing Gordonsville 23-17.
Pat Swallows is the newest member of the TSSAA Hall of Fame. Thanks to his contributions to the sport of baseball in the state of Tennessee, Pat joins us now on UC Sports Nation. First of all, Pat, congratulations. And I'll start it off with this. How and why did you get into baseball?
Well, I guess it all started with my dad. My dad was a big baseball guy and loved baseball, and we would throw in the yard. Of course, at that time, we didn't have high school baseball, and so he would have a summer league team in the summer, and we would play on that. And it's just a great game, and I loved it. And so I ended up playing a year of baseball at Cumberland University in Lebanon, and then going on to middle, and unfortunately didn't go ahead and try to make the team at MTSU. But once I got out of school there and came back to Livingston as a coach, I was able to start the baseball program there in 1969, and then from there coached on and off. I was out a couple of times, but I coached 33 years, I think, in Livingston and a couple of years in Cookeville, and it's just I don't know, it just became a passion of mine and something that I just love to do. And during started working baseball camps at Tech, I think was my first one, in Mississippi State, Tennessee, North Carolina, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, and just felt like that we needed a coaches association as well. And so in 1990, I was one of the founding fathers of the Tennessee Baseball Coaches Association, of which I'm still now the executive director after 30 years, and I've seen baseball grow across the state, and it's just been a blessing to me, and something that I'm very, very proud of.
How does it feel to be inducted into the TSSAA Hall of Fame?
Well, it's such an honor. We don't do these things and think that, you're doing them for recognition or for honor. You do it because you love the game. And then these things that happen like this is just amazing. It's just hard to put into words.
That's former Livingston Academy and Cookeville High School baseball head coach Pat Swallows, the newest member of the TSSAA Hall of Fame.
Since 2007, Dale Hollow Exxon has been serving this community. That's a lot of buzzer beaters and great wins. Jason Meadows and the team at Dale Hollow Exxon love the Bobcats and are proud to support the team. On your way to the next game, swing in for a fill-up. Sandwiches, fresh baked goods, and delicious pizza for every Bobcat fan on your team. And of course, Synergy Supreme Gas from Exxon to keep your car running with the speed of the Bobcats. Dale Hollow Exxon. Refuel after every game at Dale Hollow Exxon.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amanette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amanette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amanette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amanette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, always accepting new patients.
Start of that second half, Gordonsville will start out with the basketball. 23-17, they lead Pickett County. Here's Casey Bolden.
Gordonsville's got the basketball. Try to work it down in the paint. He's going to have a steal this time, Dylan Anderson. And as Dylan Anderson tries to work his way down court, he's going to get fouled. So turnover there on the first possession for Gordonsville. And we're going to have a substitution really early. Tristan Wood checking in and Peyton Clymer checking out. Coach Bibb didn't like that opening possession at all. Amonette going to start the offense. Little Princeton weave out top. Amonette with the basketball. Working against Tucker Smith. Got down in there deep, picked his dribble up, gives it out to Eli Reagan. Three-point shot on the way.
Gunner guns and bang!
Bang that one home. Makes it a 23-20. Bobcats trail it here. Amonette.
Nice
as
play.
He goes for a steal.
Nice hustle.
And the ball's going to go out of bounds. He crashed almost into the scorer's table. They were braced over there. They didn't want him hitting them. And so Gordonsville's going to play the basketball in. 23-20 your score. Bobcats trail it by 3. And we're going to have almost another steal up around half court.
Payne Burton applying the pressure.
Payne Burton, the ball's going to bound off his leg. They're going to have a kick ball. And so Gordonsville's going to play the basketball in. Looks like man-to-man maybe this time down for the Bobcats. Looking inside for Dudney. Going to front him with Eli Reagan. Looking inside. Going to let a shot rip from long range, Tucker Smith. Shot on the way, it won't go. And they're going to call a foul on Dylan Anderson on the rebound. Looked like he had good position.
Yeah.
Not sure about that one.
Similar call to last night.
So Gordonsville going to play it in here. Gordonsville on the inbound. Get it into Grisham. Out to Dudney. Free throw line jumper, Braden Holloman won't go. Looks like another back on Dudney.
Oh!
Going to come in there and swat it out of there. Does Payne Burton.
Welcome to the block party, Ryder Grisham. Or excuse me, Will Dudney.
And Eli Reagan going to have the basketball. And he's going to see what happened here.
Looks like they got Dylan Anderson for an intentional foul.
I'm not sure if they're going to call it intentional. Yeah, they are going to call it intentional. They're going to call an intentional foul against Dylan Anderson.
Didn't see what he did. Looked like I know there was a melee for the ball. And he had to have grabbed somebody.
He had the basketball. I don't know how he could have an intentional foul. Nonetheless, Ryder Grisham going to go to the free throw line here for a couple of freebies. Substitution, check it in. Caden Thomas, check it in. Dylan Anderson going to check out. 24-20 is your score here. Gordonsville leads the Bobcats from Pickett County. Second shot on the way by Grisham is no good. And so Gordonsville's going to get the basketball back here in the backcourt where we had the intentional foul.
And there are some Pickett County fans that still don't agree with that call.
Yeah, they're letting them have it here from behind us. Gordonsville dribbles into the front court. 2-3 zone this time again by Pickett County. Always looking for Dudney inside. Usually going to be on that left low block. He's dribbling around the perimeter. A lot of motion this time from Gordonsville. Work the ball around. Up to Tucker Smith. He's going to reset here. Very patient offensive set this time for Gordonsville. And they're going to
nice
steal
play
that time. Caden Thomas.
Nice play, Caden.
Gave his body up and was able to get the steal. Up to Amonette. Amonette crosses the timeline. Amonette over to Caden Thomas. Finds Gage Harris, left wing. Gage Harris, handoff. Amonette going to dribble in. Gets his defender off balance. Get it over to Payne Burton.
Count the basket!
Burton is going to go up and be able to get the and one. Is Payne Burton.
Payne Burton having a really good third quarter.
And Coach Bibb looking for a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here, Jake. 24-22. Bobcats trail, but only by 2 points. Really good possession last couple of times, Jake, I really like the intensity level
Absolutely.
on the defensive end
Yes.
and the ability to finish down here at the rack with contact.
And that's the intensity that we've seen in the first quarter of really all three games with Gordonsville. And Pickett, allows Gordonsville to set the pace. And that's where the game changes, is Pickett does not want to push, or Pickett can't push the ball, and they let Gordonsville control the game.
Another thing, Jake, already 3 turnovers this half from Gordonsville, so certainly Pickett County cranking up that pressure. Something Coach Eminette probably talked about there at halftime. 24-22 is your score, as Payne Burke going to step to the free throw line, try to make it a 1-point game. Shots on the way, and it bangs off the front rim, no good. Rebound Gordonsville.
That's the first missed free throw of the night for Pickett County.
Get the ball across the timeline.
Oh.
And they're going to have a foul opposite the table. Didn't look like a whole lot of contact on that one.
They've passed on more contact in some of the games here this week than that.
So Will Dudney going to inbound the basketball at the center line over to Tucker Smith. Gordonsville on the attack here offensively. Dudney, top of the circle, doesn't even look at the rim. Goes and post up down on the block. Whip the basketball around to Tristan Wood. Out top of the key, Tucker Smith. Shots offline, it won't go. And nice hustle play that time, Payne Burke. He saved it inbounds to Eminette. Eminette on the offensive run. Eminette with a left-handed runner, it won't go. And Gordonsville's in transition, and they got numbers. Get it down inside. That's going to be
Wall,
Brayton
that's a
Holland.
walk. That's a walk.
And no call. Whole gym wanted a walking violation. And so it's going to be a 26-22 Gordonsville lead here. 4.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Get it out, Eli Reagan around the circle. Shots up.
Gunner guns and bang.
We're going to call it a two-pointer, foot on the line. Official said he had his foot right on the line that time. And Gordonsville being able to get it across half court. And Gordonsville's going to slow it down. This pace here does not favor Gordonsville. They're going to slow the game back down. So Braden Holloman going to survey the floor. Left wing, Ryder Grisham looking inside for Dudney. Get it in there. It's going to be punched out of there by Caden Thomas. And Tucker Smith going to pick the basketball up. Over left wing, Tristan Wood. Right wing this time. Over to Braden Holloman. Whip it around the perimeter. Shots on the way from Ryder Grisham, and he finds the bottom of the basket from long range. 29-24, 5-point Gordonsville lead here with 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Eminette, left wing, wants to go a little ISO. Drives it into the rack. And we're going to have a blocking violation as Eminette goes baseline. As Ryder Grisham tries to cut off the baseline. And as the contact comes, they're going to have a foul on Ryder Grisham. So Gage Harris going to play it in for the Bobcats.
Ryder Grisham was about a step or two too late. Yeah.
Get it into Amonette. Amonette dribbles, crossover. Goes right wing this time. Gage Harris, 3-ball in the way.
Yes!
And it hit every piece of the rim and then bounced in.
Gunner guns bang.
29-27, we're going to have a turnover. Gage Harris into the front court. And we're going to have a tie game here.
Nice play.
As the Bobcats continue to crank up the intensity here on the defensive end. Another steal. Gage Harris into the front court. Gage Harris going to pull up from 6 feet. It won't go.
I wish he would have pulled that ball out.
And Caden Thomas and Coach Amonette saying, hey, don't pull that one up. Keep rolling to the rack to Gage Harris. And substitution checking into the game here. Peyton Clymer going to check in, and Tucker Smith going to grab a seat for Gordonsville in a tie game, 29-all, with 2:45 to go here, third quarter. Intensity getting cranked up here.
Starting to heat up in this gym.
Winner gets a date with Clay County on Tuesday night in the 7A championship. Here comes the double team. Gordonsville trying to crank it around the perimeter. Another steal, another turnover. Give it up to Eli Reagan this time. Eli Reagan on a little 6-foot kiss off the glass.
And Gordonsville wants to talk about it.
Coach Greg Bibb has seen enough. as Pickett County on a nice little run here. They lead it 31-29. Stick around, fans. The final 2 minutes of the third quarter coming your way next on UC Sports Nation.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches. It's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Pickett County on a 14-6 run to start the second quarter thanks to 6 Gordonsville turnovers. They lead 31-29. 2:25 left to play. Here's Casey Bolden.
Thanks, Jake. Yeah, the Bobcats really cranking up the defensive intensity here. 6 turnovers already here in the quarter. They're looking for more. Work the ball down. Braden Holloman gets it into Dudney. Dudney's first bucket since the first quarter comes at the 2:10 mark of the third period. So Bobcats tie game here. Amonette going to take it to the rack. Amonette
tap the basket
all the way to the hole, and Jacob Amonette on the finish.
Nice little crossover out here on the wing. Had his man on skates, and it was free roam from there.
Drove it left-handed all the way to the rack. Got some contact and was able to finish. Free throw on the way is good. Bobcats with a 3-point advantage here, 34-31. As we go under 2 minutes here in the third quarter. Gordonsville able to break through the backcourt pressure. Get it up to Holloman. 2-3 zone again, this time down Bobcats. Always looking for Dudney inside.
You got Eli Reagan on him now.
Looking out top. Gordonsville on the perimeter. Pickett County almost feels like they're willing to settle to give up perimeter jump shots. They're just not willing to give up the paint. I think it's a good approach. Ball goes left wing, Peyton Clymer. Get it down inside, Ryder Grisham. Kick out this time, Tristan Woods. Shot on the way, it won't go. Rebound, Payne Burton.
Yeah, that was Peyton Clymer over the back on Payne Burton.
Peyton Clymer doing a little climbing right there,
yeah.
Jay. Substitution checking in. It's going to be Tucker Smith checking in. And Peyton Clymer going to check out. Check your lineup here for the Bobcats. Amonette, Payne Burton, Caden Thomas, Gage Harris, and Eli Reagan. Top of the circle. A little slip screen that time for Eli Reagan. And the ball's going to be punched out of there by Will Dudney. So Bobcats will play it in here. They're up 3 with 1:04 to play here in the third quarter. Try to get Amonette coming off a little screen. They do. He's going to try to drive into the rack. Slips it off to Payne Burton. Going to kick it back out as we go under 1 minute here in the third quarter. Amonette going to drive in, kick it out. Caden Thomas. Shot on the
got
way.
It!
Caden Thomas going to get in on the action.
Guns and bang.
As the Bobcats take their largest lead of the basketball game, they lead at 37-31.
Not a peep from the Gordonsville side.
Dudney going to work his way to the rack, and Dudney going to be fouled. They're going to call that one on Jacob Amonette. So Will Dudney going to step to the free throw line here for a couple of freebies. Go one-on-one with Bobcat players and coaches. UCSportsNation.com, powered by Hall Sports and Outdoor. A little discussion there by the officials. Unsure what that was all about. They bounced Dudney the basketball. Dudney, first shot on the way is money. Nice looking stroke on that one.
He's got the big man's touch.
Dudney will have one more here. Trying to make it a 5-point game, a 4-point game. Dudney goes 2 for 2. So it makes it a 37-33 Bobcats lead. 35 seconds to go here in the third quarter in the 7A semis at Jackson County High School, Kermit Forkham Gymnasium. Gage Harris, top of the key, Caden Thomas. Give it up to Reagan. Reagan's got Dudney guarding him. Let's see if he tries to take him one-on-one. 15 seconds to go. Give it out to Payne Burton. Gonna flatten out, go low right here for Eli Reagan. Eli Reagan.
Take it.
Kick it out left wing, Caden Thomas. Back to Reagan, and he's gonna turn the basketball over with 1.9 seconds to go here. Had Gage Harris wide open in the opposite corner and just couldn't find him. Get it up. They're going to get it into Braden Holloman. Three-point shot on the way is no good. And after three quarters, the Bobcats from Pickett County lead the Tigers from Gordonsville 37-33. Fans, stick around. Fourth quarter action going to roll your way next. You don't want to miss it right here on UC Sports Nation.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amanette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amanette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amanette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amanette Eagle Auction. We soar higher. 117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Pickett County is 8 minutes away from punching their ticket to the 7A District Championship Tuesday night with Clay County. Got to bring this one home. Here's Casey Bolden.
Love the defensive intensity there in the third quarter. Just got to figure out a way to keep it up here. Get the ball out top of the circle to Eli Reagan. Eli Reagan's going to drive in, kick it out right wing. Gage Harris, three-point shot up that won't find the bottom of the basket. Rebound Dudney. Gordonsville's got transition here. Work it out top. It's going to be Tucker Smith with the basketball. Right wing this time, Tristan Wood. Looking for Dudney again inside. 2-3 zone look this time. Shots on the way by Tucker Smith, and Tucker Smith drains a long three for Gordonsville. Make it Holloman on the three. Gage Harris. Handoff, Eli Reagan. Eli Reagan's going to set a screen for Amanette. Amanette going to drive it to the basket. Pull up his dribble. He's in trouble. Get it out to Gage Harris. Right wing, Gage Harris on the drive. And Gage Harris going to have the ball blocked from behind by Ryder Grisham. But the official had a foul on it. And going to take it to the table. And Gage Harris.
And that's what Coach Amanette talks about when Gage Harris, when he wants Gage Harris to take that to the rim. He had a lane, found it, went strong. Now we got to convert on free throws.
Gage Harris misses the first free throw. 37-36. 7:03 to go here, final quarter. The 7A semifinal here in Jackson County. Second shot up by Gage Harris is good. Makes it a 2-point Bobcat lead here with 7 minutes to go in the basketball game. Work the ball up court. Tucker Smith hands off Dudney. Find Braden Holloman right in the center of the paint. Nice little 8-foot jumper. As Holloman's going to fade away and hit that one. Knock that one down. 38 all.
We're going to go thumbs up right here, Casey.
Get it into Dylan Anderson, who's checked into the game. Over to Payne Burton. Eli Reagan, top of the circle. Looking for a back door for Amanette. Eli Reagan able to get around Dudney. Looked like he got fouled.
He got contact.
No call. And Eli Reagan going to be able to get the basketball back. Give it over to Amanette. Amanette, nice spin move inside. Amanette with a little razzle-dazzle.
That was pretty. Put him in the spin cycle.
40-38. Pickett County leads it here. 6:15 to go in the basketball game. Gordonsville working the basketball around. Get it inside. It's going to be Ryder Grisham. Ryder Grisham going to go to work. And he caught at the free throw line, just didn't have a whole lot of defense stopping him as he worked his way down to the basket. Dylan Anderson out top of the key. Over to Gage Harris. Eli Reagan, now Amonette wants to drive inside. He's going to get a hand check this time by Tristan Wood. And it's going to be the 17th foul. So it's going to be 1-1 this time for the Bobcats. Jacob Amonette going to step to the free throw line right here and try to break this tie. Shots on the way by Amonette. It's good.
Cool as a cucumber.
Amonette showing why he was 7A first team. Second shot on the way. He bounces off front rim. No good. 41-40. Bobcats lead it by 1 here. 5:40 to go here in the basketball game. Gordonsville able to get it across the timeline. Turnover.
Another turnover.
Gage Harris. Back to Dylan Anderson. Dylan Anderson.
Wish he would have taken that
Going
up.
to kick it back out. Going to restart the offense here. Amonette's got a little lane there. He's going to drive. Looked like he got fouled. No call.
Yes, he did. He had a guy on his back.
Still got the basket. Amonette with the finish. Gordonsville down 3 here with 5:15 to go. Fourth quarter. Gordonsville around the perimeter once again. Always looking inside. They find Grisham.
Missed another walk.
And Grisham's going to get the and one.
Missed another walk on Ryder Grisham.
He caught it in there the last 2 possessions around the free throw line. Just made a move to the basket. Nobody's been able to slow him down.
That foul, Casey, was on Eli Reagan. It's going to be his 3rd. And that's the first Pickett County Bobcat that's nearing foul trouble.
Shot up, no good by Grisham. Rebound, Amonette. Jacob Amonette dribbles the basketball into the front court. Gonna pick it up. Give it off to Reagan. Reagan, 3-point line. A little shuffle here with Dylan Anderson. Wants to drive to the rack. Dylan Anderson goes up and can't get it to finish. And Gordonsville back on the offensive attack here. Nice little Euro step that time from Braden Holloman. Everybody wanted to walk, but it looked pretty clean to me. 44-43, Gordonsville retakes the lead here. 4:20 to go here in the final period in Jackson County. 7A semis. Amonette, right wing, wants to go to work. Gets in and able to get one off the glass. And retakes the lead from the Bobcats. 4 minutes to go here in the basketball game. Bobcats lead it by 1. Dudney wants to go to work. He's going to skip it out of there. Cross court. Down in the corner. Ball's going to be swatted away and out of bounds.
Dylan Anderson says no, sir.
Dylan Anderson came flying in there like an eagle and swatted the 3-point shot completely out of bounds. And so Gordonsville's going to play it in under their own bucket. Bobcats lead it here 45-44 with 3:51 to go in the basketball game. Got a mismatch inside. They're going to turn it over. Eli Reagan going to pick it off and going to hand off to Jacob Amonette once he gets into the front court. Thumbs up this possession. Little 3-man weave out top for Pickett County. Eli Reagan looking for a screen from over to Amonette. Amonette, cross court. Gage Harris, 3-point ball on the way.
Gunner guns and bang!
Bang that one home.
Nice play, Gage Harris.
Gordonsville back on the offense here. Bobcats lead it by 4, 48-44 as we approach 3 minutes to go in the basketball game. Working the ball around the perimeter. Braden Holloman. Over to Tucker Smith. Gordonsville seems a little out of sorts this possession on offense.
Yeah, moving really slow.
Long ball in the way from Braden Holloman. Shot won't go. Rebound. Gage Harris had it punched out of there. 2:40 to go here in the game. Bobcats lead it by 4, 48-44. Almost a steal. Payne Burton got a hand on there. Ball dribbled all the way into the backcourt. Chased down by Gordonsville. Back into the front court now. Peyton Clymer. Looking for Dudney inside. Looking for Grisham inside. 2-3 zone. Again, this time down Bobcats. 2:20 to go.
Gordonsville taking a lot of time. Oh, that's Grisham. All ball. That's all ball.
Grisham had his hand completely on top of the basketball. And they're going to call a foul on him. Going to pin that one on Dylan Anderson. And Ryder Grisham going to go to the free throw line. Ryder Grisham toes the mark, eyes it up. First shot on the way, it's good. (48-45). Bobcats lead the Tigers from Gordonsville by 3, 2:17 to go. As Grisham's going to have one more try here. They bounce in the ball. Shots on the way. It's good. 2 for 2 for Ryder Grisham in a 2-point basketball game. 2:10 to go here, fourth quarter. Gage Harris into the front court. Over to Payne Burton. Little shell game out the top. Here comes a screen from Burton for Eminette. Eminette going to try to drive to the rack. Tries to get one inside. Ball's on the ground. It's squirting around. And we're going to have a timeout, Pickett County. And we're going to take it with them. Fans, you don't want to miss the final 2 minutes. 1:55 to go, 48-46. Bobcats lead it by 2. You're listening to UC Sports Nation.
At People's Bank, we've learned from experience. With the right amount of cash, most problems can be turned into an advantage, an opportunity you might not have otherwise seen coming. Having a good, solid banking relationship with People's Bank is an asset you can't afford not to have. Come by People's Bank and talk with us today about how we can help you improve your business. People's Bank and Trust Company, with offices in Byrdstown and Albany, investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Since 2007, Dale Hollow Exxon has been serving this community. That's a lot of buzzer beaters and great wins. Jason Meadows and the team at Dale Hollow Exxon love the Bobcats and are proud to support the team. On your way to the next game, swing in for a fill-up. Sandwiches, fresh baked goods, and delicious pizza for every Bobcat fan on your team. And of course, Synergy Supreme Gas from Exxon to keep your car running with the speed of the Bobcats. Dale Hollow Exxon. Refuel after every game at Dale Hollow Exxon.
1:55 coming down the home stretch, left to play. Pickett County leads 48-46 over Gordonsville. It'll be Pickett County basketball out of bounds. Here's Casey Bolton.
Gage Harris going to play it in for the Bobcats. Man-to-man pressure. Gets it out top, Eli Reagan. Eli Reagan guarded this time by Dudney. Handed off to Aminette. Aminette's going to be working out against Tucker Smith. Bounce off to Eli Reagan. Eli Reagan got Dudney guarding him. Think he can get around Dudney. Gage Harris up top.
Yeah.
Pickett County going to run a little clock this possession.
I think Eli Reagan has proved a couple times tonight that he has the quickness that Dudney doesn't.
Payne Burton going to drive it into the rack. Kick out. Dylan Anderson had a wide open shot. Passed on it as we go 1:20 to go. Eli Reagan going to dribble in and
nice
kiss
move.
One off the glass.
Nice
Euro
move.
step. Eli Reagan got it to go down. Quickly back down court. Going to get it inside. Tucker Smith. Shot rolls all the way around the rim. Barely just fell in. 50-48. Bobcats lead it by 2 as we go under 1 minute here in the final quarter. Eminette is going to be trapped up near the free throw, or up near the center line. And Coach Eminette going to be able to get a full timeout. We'll take it with them, fans. Stick around. Final 1 minute coming your way in a 2-point game here at the 7A semifinals in Jackson County on UC Sports Nation.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
Bobcats going to inbound right in front of the scorer's table. Let's see what kind of play that Coach Aminette drew up here. Got it into Jacob in the backcourt. Aminette Dribbles into the front court. Gets it down into Dylan Anderson. Back out top, Eli Reagan. I like Eli Reagan's matchup against Dudney. I like the ability to be able to get around him. Kick it over to Amonette. Amonette over to Gage Harris.
Oh, that was close.
Almost a steal. Trying to dribble it out here. Gage Harris.
He's
Over to Dylan Anderson.
He's got Dylan Anderson wide open.
And over to Jacob Amonette. Under 30 seconds to go. Jacob Amonette. And they're going to have a foul out near the center line. Coach Bibb can't believe it.
Yeah, Coach Bibb wanted an over and back. Had Amonette pinned against the midcourt stripe.
Jacob Amonette going to step to the free throw line here. Probably some of the biggest free throws of his young career. Bobcats lead it by 2, 1 plus the bonus here. Amonette, first shot is up.
Ice in his veins.
And it's money. Amonette with one more, 51-48. Bobcats lead it by 3, 25 seconds to go. Amonette, shot up, it's good.
Cool as a cucumber.
Bobcats increase the lead to 4, 25 seconds to go. Gordonsville down court. Get the ball over to Braden Holloman. Get the ball up. Ball's going to go in, Tucker Smith. And we're going to have a timeout.
Greg Bibb.
52-50 is your score. Bobcats going to have the basketball. It's going to be a full timeout. Let's see here if it's going to be a full.
I believe so. Yeah, it's going to be a full.
We're going to take it with them, Jake. We'll be right back here on UC Sports Nation. Stick around, fans.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amonette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amonette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amonette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amonette Eagle Auction. We soar higher. 117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking. You pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service. Modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Payne Burton going to inbound here for the Bobcats. 94 feet to go. Full court pressure from Gordonsville. 52-50, 13 seconds to go.
Gotta make the right
Burton
pass.
enters it in. He gets it into Gage Harris. And Gage Harris.
Line?
Oh, no. This official had a foul. He had a foul. He had a foul. And now the other official comes with an out-of-bounds call.
No.
And we're going to have a timeout. The official had a foul on it.
That's not
And we're going to have a timeout, Jake. Let's keep it right here.
How can he make that call?
And Coach Amonette beside himself
furious.
right now.
He's furious.
So Gordonsville going to have, one official had a foul and the other official had an out of bounds. I think the foul is what took him out of bounds. So turnover, back to Gordonsville. They're going to have the basketball underneath their own bucket. 12.1 seconds to go in a 2-point game. The winner gets a date with Clay County on Tuesday night in the 7A championship game. Jake, fans have got their money's worth here tonight.
They absolutely have. They absolutely have. As we're at Kermit Forkham Gymnasium in Gainesboro, Tennessee, Jackson County High School for the District 7A semifinal between Pickett County and Gordonsville.
Jake, a fan just brought me some cookies down here.
All right.
They're still warm, too. We'll hang on to those for the postgame.
Yeah, that's
52-50. Gordonsville going to have the basketball here. Let's see what Coach Bibb drew up during the timeout. Coach Amonette still not happy about that foul call or out of bounds. So Gordonsville going to inbound the basketball underneath their own bucket. Probably going to look inside for Dudney. Gordonsville on the inbound. Got some screeners coming around. Payne Burton checking the screener. Shots up. Nope, it goes. Amonette going to have the basketball. Still got time here. 5 seconds. Going to have an offensive foul against Jacob Amonette. 52 all.
As I understand the urgency, the Jacob Amonette had in that situation. He has to go in. He just went in way too fast.
2.8 seconds to go. Gordonsville's got the ball. They got to go 94 feet. Don't think they have timeouts left. They get the ball inbounds to Braden Holloman. Holloman going to dribble up. Shots up. Off the glass and off the iron. And fans, we got free basketball here in Jackson County. We're going to overtime. Stick around. 52 all. Overtime period coming your way next on UC Sports Nation.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amonette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amonette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amonette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amonette Eagle Auction. We soar higher. 117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking. You pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service. Modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
As if 4 quarters was not enough, we're headed to overtime in Gainesboro. 52 all between Pickett County and Gordonsville off a last-second pull-up jumper by Braden Holloman that tied the game at 52. For the play-by-play action of overtime, here's Casey Bolden.
Thanks, Jake. Got a 4-minute overtime period coming up here. Both teams will get an additional timeout. Official steps into the center circle.
What is that?
Oh, my goodness. Said he stole the tip.
That's a terrible call. He didn't steal the tip. Payne Burton tipped it to him. That's the meaning of tip-off.
So Gordonsville's going to get the opening possession here of overtime.
Goodness gracious.
Tucker Smith with the basketball. Double team comes. Gordonsville works the ball around the perimeter. Got Dudney and Ryder Grisham working the high-low here. 2-3 zone again. 3:40 to go. Tie game. Gordonsville working the ball around the perimeter. They find Dudney. Try to get it down inside to Grisham, and Grisham is going to be out of bounds on that
defense.
Pass from Tucker Smith.
Tried to get it into Will Dudney, and Eli Reagan was right there to meet him. Had to pass it back out.
So first turnover of overtime here. 52 all at the 7A semis here in Jackson County. And got immediate fouls here. And it's going to be the 19th foul. So Jacob Amonette going to step to the free throw line right here, Jake. 1 plus the bonus. Lady Bobcats across the way, student section, being loud and proud over there.
They're loud. The Pickett fans behind us are loud.
53-52. Amonette's good on the first one. Second one on the way, and he Drano's that one too. 54-52. Bobcats lead it by 2. 3:20 to go here in the basketball game in overtime. Gordonsville into the front court. Working the basketball around. It's Tucker Smith with the ball. Dribbles up in the center circle. Right wing Holloman. Left wing this time. Tristan Wood going to dribble in. Take one from 10 feet. No good. Rebound is down to Tucker Smith for Gordonsville. And Gordonsville going to reset the offense. Pickett still packed into that 2-3. 2:50 now to go here in overtime. Braden Holloman going to hand off. Tucker Smith. Back to Holloman. Holloman going to skip it over to Tristan Wood and then get it back to Holloman. Gage Harris going to come out and check him. 2-3 zone again, this time down. Pickett's almost saying, hey, if you can beat me from the perimeter, go ahead and do it. I'm just not going to let you beat me from it inside. Get the ball into Dudney. Out to Braden Holloman. 3-point ball goes all the way in and out. Rebound Dudney.
Charge!
Ball goes up, no good. Rebound. Gordonsville's going to keep the possession. And as Payne Burton is going to get his hand in there, And the ball's going to squirt away and out of bounds. Going to stay with Gordonsville. 2:08 to go. Bobcats lead at 54-52. Inbound. Get it into Tucker Smith. Getting instruction this time from Coach Bibb. Trying to get all the players arranged on the court like he wants them. Braden Holloman going to get a screen from Dudney. Looking inside for Dudney. Can't find him. Nice defense that time, Eli Reagan. Hustle to get back over in front of him. Gordonsville again working the ball around the perimeter against this 2-3. 1:45 now to go here in overtime.
Gordonsville running a lot of clock.
Tristan Wood back out top. Holloman over to Tucker Smith. Tucker Smith going to cut through.
Oh, come on.
And as Braden Holloman going to drive in, he's going to be fouled by Gage Harris. And so Braden Holloman going to step to the free throw line here for 1 plus the bonus. First shot's on the way. It's good for Braden Holloman. Holloman had a nice fourth quarter. Had 9 in the fourth quarter. Really was a cog to help him get back in the game and claw it back and get it to overtime. Second shot on the way by Holloman is good. Tie game, 54 all. 1.5 minutes to go here in overtime in the 7A semis in Jackson County. Get the ball up top. Eli Reagan. I really like Reagan's matchup versus Holloman. Scratch that, make it Dudney. I think Reagan can take Dudney off the dribble. Payne Burton going to hold the basketball. Give it back to Reagan. 1:15 to go here in overtime. Reagan going to drive it down into the rack. Kick out three. Gage Harris.
Gunner Guns, bang!
Gage Harris with a three-point shot, and it's good. 1 minute to go here in overtime. 57-54, Bobcats lead it. Gordonsville working it around the perimeter again, looking inside for Dudney, can't find him. Holloman picks up his dribble.
Pickett
Players
really,
up off the bench here, trying to get some energy
Pickett
on the defensive
really
end.
bringing the noise. Really bringing the noise.
Tucker Smith gonna dribble in, kick out this time. Braden Holloman, his three-point shot is good. He ties the game up, 57 all. With 25 seconds to go here in overtime, we're all tied up. 20 seconds to go. Eminette on the dribble. Pass off Gage Harris. Over to Dylan Anderson. 14 seconds to go. Eminette on the drive, gets his defender up, gets a shot up, and it goes!
It hung on the rim.
Hung up on the rim, took about 3 bounces, and then hit the bottom of the basket. We're going to take a break, fans. Stick around, final 6 seconds coming up. Bobcats lead it by 2. You're listening to UC Sports Nation.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
8 seconds to go here at Gordonsville. Going to inbound the basketball with full court pressure. They get it into Braden Holloman across the timeline. Holloman being guarded up top.
No, he won't!
Travel the basketball. It's going to be a turnover.
He walked!
Pickett County going to inbound the basketball in the backcourt. Coach Eminette wants a full timeout, Jake. We'll take one with them. Fans, stick around. 2 seconds to go. Bobcats ball. They lead it by 2 on UC Sports Nation.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amanette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amanette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amanette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amanette Eagle Auction. We soar higher. 117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service. Modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Caden Miller's going to inbound here. 1.7 to go. Bobcats lead it by 2. Just need to inbound the ball here. They find Jacob Amanette in the backcourt. Amanette's going to be able to dribble out of there. And this game is over. The Bobcats from Pickett County come to Jay County and able to take down the Gordonsville Tigers tonight. Final score, 59-57 in overtime. Going to punch that ticket to the 7A championship on Tuesday night. Fans, stick around. Postgame show going to roll on next right here on UC Sports Nation.
UC Sports Nation's live coverage of Bobcats basketball, sponsored by Union Bank. With the modern tools to make banking easier. The experience you can count on. Union Bank. Member FDIC. By Dale Hollow Exxon. Refuel after every game at Dale Hollow Exxon. By Livingston Regional Hospital. Today, when every second matters, depend on Livingston Regional. And by Brown's Funeral Chapel. Helping families all across Pickett County. Proud to support the Bobcats. Brown's Funeral Chapel.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service. Modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amanette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amanette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amanette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amanette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Putting the wraps on tonight's game, the Union Bank post-game report. Visit your Byrdstown Union Bank location. Local bank, local decisions. Union Bank.
Pickett County fans, I hope you have no plans Tuesday night at 7:30 because your Bobcats will be in the District 7A championship game with Clay County. Hello, everybody. I'm Jake Wallman. Welcome into the postgame show of a raucous Kermit Forkum Gymnasium as Pickett County wins in overtime 59-57. I'm Jake Wallman, joined by Casey Bolden. Casey, what a game.
Got your money's worth, fans, here tonight. You know, I said it earlier in the week. This is the favorite season of the year, Jake, the postseason, and it did not disappoint last night, and it did not disappoint again tonight.
Absolutely
Bobcats, gritty and tough effort here tonight as they were able to claw back from a deficit at halftime and take a lead in the third quarter. In the fourth quarter, just couldn't figure out ways to make a play, made a couple of turnovers, and allowed Gordonsville to get back into the basketball game on a questionable call down on the baseline, as one official had a foul and the other one had an out of bounds, and the official with the out of bounds overruled. And so Gordonsville was able to get the basketball back, and they were able to score and send us to overtime. In overtime, Pickett County did a fantastic job taking care of the basketball, and they made their free throws, was able to squander enough clock away. And at the end of the game, Jake just made more plays tonight than Gordonsville. Big-time contributions from lots of Bobcats tonight. And we've said it all season. You're going to need guys to step up into the postseason. It can't just be Amonette and the Eli Reagan show. You're going to need production from other players. And when Jake talks about the stat line tonight, he'll tell us all about that. Excited about the distribution of the basketball. Excited for Coach Jacob Amonette, Coach Lee Amonette, the entire coaching staff, all the players, all the way down to the team managers and trainers. Fabulous effort here tonight on the road. Able to finally get that monkey off your back and able to take Gordonsville down as they swept Pickett County in the regular season. So Pickett County going to punch that ticket, play Clay County on Tuesday night for the 7A championship game. Fans, you don't want to miss that one. If you can't make the game, make sure you tune in right here live on UC Sports Nation.
Absolutely.
Jake, what about a UC Sports Nation stat line?
We got that stat line for them, Casey. First, we'll start with the Gordonsville Tigers. They were led in points tonight by Braden Holloman with 20, followed by Ryder Grisham with 14, Will Dudney with 12, Peyton Clymer with 5, Tucker Smith with 4, and Tristan Wood with 2. Their big man, Will Dudney, that got a lot of looks tonight as Brody Sykes was out with a leg injury, held to 4 points in the second half. 4 points, and he had 8 of those in the first half. Really, really nice defense on Will Dudney, Casey.
Absolutely. Loved the defense in the second half. Really limited his touches, packed it into that zone defense, just did not allow him to have clean touches in there. And really that impacted Dudney's ability to score around the rim. And ultimately, I think that was a big deciding factor in tonight's game, Jake.
Absolutely. Now we'll take a look at the victorious Pickett County Bobcats stat line. They had 3 guys in double figures, led by Jacob Amonette with 23 points. He had 2 big free throws in overtime. Eli Reagan with 11. Gage Harris with 14. Payne Burton, a lot of different ways he won this game tonight for the Bobcats with 6 points. And Caden Thomas with a big 3, and Lyric Paris with 2. Now we'll take a look at our scoreboard across UC Sports Nation tonight as district championships roll on. We'll start off in District 6 with a championship on the line for the girls as Van Buren County tops Whitwell 73-47. The Upperman Lady Bees hold on in the District 7 3A semifinal to top Cumberland County 42-30. White County up on Livingston Academy over at Tennessee Tech at halftime 34-30. Cookeville tops Wilson Central 63-23 as they move to the District 9 4A championship game, and they will meet Green Hill as they top Lebanon 46-31. Moving down the list, and I think we'll go over to the boys scoreboard now, looking at boys scores across the area. We'll start with Jackson County. They top Monterey 55-33 for the District 5 2A final, or in the District 5 2A semifinal. Jackson County will meet York Institute as they top Sequatchie County 61-50. Those games are played up in Monterey. Van Buren County currently holds a 35-27 lead over South Pittsburgh down near Chattanooga. Warren County and Franklin County tied at the half, 24-24. In our earlier game, Clay County topped Red Bowling Springs 53-41. And that's who Pickett County will meet Tuesday night in the District 7 Single A semifinal, the District 7A final here at Jackson County High School. And I believe that can't be all the scores that we have, but it's all that Coach T's going to give us.
Notice Coach T today had a lot of games that weren't on the board.
Yeah,
absolutely. Not sure why.
I think that I think
the snow days or the rain out.
Yeah, the rain out on Thursday night.
Some conflicting issues there for the Coach T scoreboard.
Well, Casey, any closing thoughts before we pack up and come back here on Monday night for the first of two championship games?
Just excited, Jake, to be along for the ride for these Bobcats and Lady Bobcats. It's a wonderful community. It's a wonderful program. A lot of really deserving kids being able to go to the championship game. So I'm excited for the teams. I'm excited for the coaches, excited for the community. If you're able to get out on Monday and Tuesday night, try to come out and support these kids. They put their heart and soul into what they do. Same for the coaches, Coach Brent Smith, Coach Joseph Amonette, really pour everything they have into these teams. And so if you can get out, try to get out and support them. Clay County going to be a tough matchup, both on the boys and on the girls' side. And so just look for a wonderful matchup. It's postseason, Jake, my favorite time of the year.
Absolutely.
And if you can find a way to get out, make sure you get here to the gym in Jackson County. If you can't, Jake and I would love to have you join us right here on the UC Sports Nation call. Jake, final thoughts? Are we ready to roll?
I think we're ready to roll. We'll see everybody Tuesday night.
For Jake Wallman, I'm Casey Bolden. You've been listening to Bobcat and Lady Bobcat basketball. We'll see you next time, fans, right here on UC Sports Nation.